from a little bit of Toys and More. It's our online reselling store. We do sell on eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, and recently did try to do Whatnot as well. So I'm just going to show kind of what sold in 24 hours. I'll give some tips and tricks, and I'm going to show you how we do go ahead and package that up, and some of the packing supplies that we do use. So the first thing that I will say is that it did take me quite a while to find like the proper fit boxes for everything. So that is something that you do need to take into account when you are packing up buying some of the bigger products to sell. So the first thing that we did have go out today, it's actually just sold a little bit ago there. We did a live Poshmark show on Poshmark. So if you've never been in a live Poshmark show, you should definitely join us, follow us, and stop in and say hi. So this is part of a lot. This was an Amnesia large ugly Christmas sweater, Let's Get Baked, with two little gingerbread men on it. So that was the first thing in that lot. We also did this Minnie Mouse Disney reusable mug, brand new with the tag on it. It's a bamboo mug. And this one here is the Pantera shirt that we have. Pretty sick looking shirt there, size large. So this whole bundle did end up selling for a profit of $16.80. I feel like the Pantera shirt we did let go a little bit cheaper, but we were trying to get some bids going on that, but that's okay. Overall, these other two items have been sitting for a while, so good to get them out the door. We didn't really pay too much for those, so that's good. I would show you me boxing that one up. However, I do not have a box ready for those because, like I said, they sold just before I did this video. So the next thing would be over onto eBay. We didn't have any Etsy sales in the last 24 hours. The next thing that we sold on our eBay store over the last 24 hours is this vintage Yatming Red Devil Kenworth semi-truck. It is missing the trailer. I believe we got it in a lot of stuff, so it probably cost us barely anything. That did sell for $10. So how I would typically package that up would be a couple of bubble mailers. We bought these bubble mailers off Temu. They're okay quality, I would say. However, they are a little smaller than the ones that we typically buy. So for this one to have just a little bit extra padding, I am going to put it into. I'll probably wrap that around just like that. And I'll throw it in the second bubble mailer. And then I would seal it and place the label on it. I'm not going to put the labels on in the video just because I do like to get them all ready and then do the labels all at once. Just a little bit easier. And that's how I typically do things. And then the next thing that sold is this electronic boggle game. I don't even know how long we've had this, to the point where, to the point where I don't even know where we got it from. My husband just said he didn't even realize it was electronic. So this is Twist and Shake boggle. We sold it for $10. We've had it for so long that it's good to see it go. Probably at this point, I don't know if we made a profit. So this boggle, I will typically just wrap it in some bubble. So this bubble here, we got on Temu as well. I actually really like this bubble. I don't know if you can see it, but it's shaped like hearts. The bubbles are actually pretty good on it. Pretty good quality bubble wrap. It's not as wide as I typically like for some of those bigger items. So I do have some different bubble for that. And then I'll just throw a little bit of tape on there to make it secure. We did buy this eBay tape directly from eBay. When you are an eBay seller and you pay for certain accounts, you do get a certain amount of privileges with that and discounts off of the store once a year. So this year we did decide to buy some eBay tape. So now I would just place a little bit of tape on there to secure it in place. Because this is probably going to slide in and out, I'll put some on the ends as well. I do try to use the tape sparingly for stuff like this because the eBay tape is not cheap. However, it is pretty good quality, and it does have the brand on there. So that there, and then I would ship that in a poly. It's not going to fit in one of the smaller polys, I don't believe. No, it's not going to fit in one of those. So the only next size I have right now is this bigger size. So what I do to just kind of save, because again, these poly mailers, even though we did get them as well from Temu, or somewhere cheap like that, they're still expensive. So you do want to use them sparingly. So that I would, again, put some tape on and then throw a pack label on it. And that one's ready to go out the door. We do also have these thank you stickers. I think we got these off of like Temu or something like that as well. They're just little thank you stickers. I'll put those on with the labels as well, just to show a little bit of appreciation for supporting our small business. So the next thing that did sell over the last 24 hours was this little Connect Super Mario Bro. We got him probably from the bins, to be honest, so paid next to nothing for him in reality. I like getting toys from the bins. It's a really good sourcing for small toys, because you pay practically nothing for them as you do pay by the weight. This little guy here, I'll probably just throw in a single bubble mailer and out the door he goes. So the next thing that I have that went out in the last 24 hours is this Logitech Attack 3 gaming joystick. It's a flight simulator controller. I feel like we've had this for like way too long, so it's really good to see it go. I'm not even sure where we got it.
Just dropped the price of that yesterday.
So we just dropped the price so it would sell. I think we got it probably a thrift store, most likely half price ticket day. This sold for $12. Again, not even sure if we really made a profit on it. Things like these I don't really enjoy packaging because they do take quite a bit of resources to package. I do have a box for that somewhere, and I'm not quite sure where I put it at the moment. Bottom there. Okay, so I did end up finding the box that I had pulled out for this. So when it comes to boxes, we have bought some from eBay, again, typically with the coupon at the end of the year, or if we really just need some certain sizes. I do try to source boxes, either ones that we've gotten shipped to us ourselves, like Amazon, or we'll go to like the dollar store, has some pretty good different size small boxes from the stuff that they have, and we just make them work, because shipping prices is one thing that will get you if you don't try to save on that. So for this box here, as you can see, when it's put together, it's not going to have a full bottom. So I do have these pieces of cardboard, which I am going to place inside. So I'll kind of go over this here. Sorry about the loud tape. So I would tape these sides down just to kind of keep them sturdy. I'm pretty good at making boxes now. I've been doing it for quite a while. And then we're going to flip it over. We're going to put this guy inside there. That's going to need some bubble wrap on it. So again, another option for bubble wrap is keeping some of the stuff that has been shipped to you. So I didn't buy this bubble wrap. It came in something that I purchased. Then we can use that to wrap up the controller. And I need some tape. so that's all bubbled up. It's going to go inside the box. Whichever way that I feel like it sits the best. There we go. And then typically what I will do is I will secure these edges here, because as you can see, once I put it in the box, this is too big of a box. I couldn't find one that was smaller that would fit it, so I am going to have to make this my own a little bit further. So I will secure these sides here with just a little bit of tape to keep them out of my way. And then what I do is I cut down where I want to cut. This I can take right out because it is so small going that way. What I'll probably use it for is there's a gap on this side as well. So I'll use that for my cardboard inside the box. There we go. So it's just a little too long, so I'll just give it a little quick snip here. And then what we do is we just cut down on the corners to the height of the item. And then I'm just going to fold in the sides again to the height of the item. I think I need to secure this a little bit because it wants to not bend together. So sometimes that happens. There we go. And then I'll secure it all with tape, and I'll probably throw in some paper in here just to keep it from banging around, a little bit more secure. That one's ready to go out the door. That one cost me nothing because I reused bubble and I reused the cardboard box. The only thing that's going to cost me a little bit of money will be maybe a little bit off of a roll of paper, which I do get at the dollar store, just the craft brown paper. So I'm going to clean up my mess just a little bit here so it doesn't get in my way. There we go. Next thing that sold is a CD. So it's a deluxe edition by Taylor Coco CD. This sold for $1.50. Came in a lot, probably paid less than 5 cents for it. So not much of a profit, but we do typically buy the lots for the more expensive CDs that we do find in it, and then we just kind of sell these at a lower cost to just make a little bit of money back. As you can see here, this one does have like, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there we go. A crack in the case. This is in the picture, but what we'll do is I will switch it out with a case that we keep on hand. I had to go grab one, but we typically keep empty cases on hand. So ones that wouldn't sell or weren't worth much money, or they were heavily scratched. We do keep the cases for them for things like this. So basically this one, the bottom part is perfectly fine. So to save myself some time, I'm just going to switch out the top part of the case. Couple extra seconds to make a customer a little bit happier with an unexpected newer looking case. That's going to go in a poly. Out the door it goes. The next thing that sold is a Phoenix Coyotes hat. It sold for $17.11. We did pick it up at our local Mission Thrift. Typically probably paid like less than $2 for this. Honestly, they put hats so cheap, and then if you get it on the half off tag day, you pay next to nothing for them. So that's pretty good profit, $17 getting for that hat there. That's a really easy thing to get out the door. So here's one of those boxes that we bought instead of reusing. So they're really easy to fold up. They do come flat. So I'll just fold it up, and then I throw some of this eBay tape on the bottom. And then the hat will go in here, and again, I'll put some paper in here to prevent it from moving around too much, and then that'll get a label and go out the door. One thing I will say about labels, even though we're not putting them on, is for the longest time we were just using a regular printer, and we were taping them on. So we were wasting tape because you'd have to tape all 4 sides, and wasting time. So we did switch to one of these thermal-based printers. I don't really want to. Let me put my finger over the information here. So the label will print right out on this sticker sheet. So it makes it a lot easier. I don't think it's too expensive for the roll to save you time, and it pretty much takes up the cost that you'd use for tape to put it on. So I highly recommend getting one of those, and you can get a fairly cheap thermal printer on Amazon. So moving along, the next thing that's sold is a Nintendo DS Lite Coral Pink Game Boy Advance memory card. It's in here somewhere. So just this little guy here. That did sell for $5. We've had this so long, I don't even remember where we got it. Either in a unit, an electronic lot, possibly the bins, not really sure. Easy ship out though. I'm gonna throw that in one of these little bubblers and out the door it goes once it gets labeled. Alright, so then the next thing that I have is a Walk to Remember DVD. Again, only made $8 on that one. Not bad for a DVD that we probably got in a lot and paid like 10 cents for. Also really easy to package up. So here's some of the polys from eBay. So they are eBay branded. Again, we did get this with our coupon for the year. So that slides in there nicely. We'll throw a label on that, and out the door that one goes as well. Next one that sold is Triple Play 98. Oh, that's the game. It sold with the controller as well. So we do have the PlayStation controller as well as the PlayStation Triple Play 98. As you can see, this case is heavily damaged. That was in the picture as well. I am going to go ahead and switch that out because I do have some cases on hand here. And there we go. Brand new. Okay. So those two, because they are a bundle, I am going to put them in a box together here. I do have smaller boxes, however, it wouldn't fit in one of those. So we are going to have to put it in actually a bubble and mailer is what we're going to do. Typically with just remotes, we do just put them in 2 bubble mailers. But like I said, the bubble mailers that we got from Temu were a bit smaller than we are used to. I am going to wrap. Typically the CD would just go in a poly without bubble, but I am going to wrap it just because they are going together, and then we'll throw that in a poly together. So we're just going to do, we'll leave that out. And I'll secure it with some tape. And then earlier in the show, when I did go ahead and package up the boggle, we did have this piece left over that we cut off. So to secure the bottom, I will take off the top and use that sticky piece to make it secure on the bottom there. And we'll throw these in. And then that'll get sealed up with the label on it. And that one is out the door as well. Next thing that sold is the Door CD. Let's just get rid of those. That's this one here. There's no damage to it. Nice little CD there. Sold for $5.75. Like I said, we mostly pay like 5 cents for these, if not less. So out the door it goes, $5 profit. Throw it in one of these eBay bags, and out the door it goes. We're almost wrapping up here, guys. The next thing that I have is a 2010 Hasbro For Real Friends. There's a set of 2 kittens. These we did get out of a storage unit that's already been fully paid for, so I basically paid nothing for these, and they did go out for $10. Those I will throw in that small little bot box that we have here. So again, really easy to unfold and make a box. These will go in here with some paper to keep them from moving around, and they are all set to go. Next thing is this Christmas Through the Years by Judy Garland CD. Again, I don't have to replace anything with that. It's in good condition. It's just going to go in that poly and out the door it goes. I like those ones. They're really easy to package up. So the next thing I have here is this phone. So it is an Avaya J17906 IP phone telephone set. I don't know, it kind of reminds me back when I was like at home talking on the phone as a kid. However, we had a couple of these, and the other one, this is the last one to go out the door. This was a bin spine, so you pay by weight. Probably paid $1 or $2 for it according to the weight. It's not very heavy. And this one sold for $42. So that's a really good sale there. Definitely be on the lookout for some of these older phones. However, make sure that you do look them up and they have a good sell-through rate before you buy them. So this is going to be bubbled up here. And then I will just set it in this box here. This will get some paper. Because it is eBay and it's really goes through Canada Post here in Canada, they really do depend on size. So I probably will cut this down just a little bit to modify the box. Not going to waste your time with that. I already showed you how I do that with the other item that we did. So after the show, I'm going to cut down the box, tape it all together, and throw some paper in it. And we have, I don't think that was it for there. These must have sold on Poshmark as well. Yes, they did. Okay. So this was a Poshmark sale as well. It's a bundle of hair dye. I did get this for free. So we got the Agora Royal. 3 of these ones are the same color, as well as these 2 Rusk Deep Shine and this Vero K-Pack color. So all 6 of those, they did sell for $36. That was my earnings on that after fees, so $36 in profit for something that would otherwise be thrown in the garbage. I think is a great deal. These here will go inside a box. I do have a little box here. Again, this one's from Amazon, so it cost me nothing as well. These probably don't even need bubble. What I'll probably do again after the show, I have to grab some, is I'll throw some paper in there to keep it from bouncing side to side, and then I will cut down the box in height, just so that way it's not wobbling all over the place. So yeah, that was everything that sold in the last 24 hours and how I packaged it up. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment below. We will get back to you and let you know if we have an answer for that. Also, we do have some links that will be in the section below for $15 off of your sale on Whatnot. We do have another link, I believe it's for Poshmark as well. So definitely check us out, follow us. We're going to be doing some live auction shows right from a storage unit, hopefully that we're purchasing today. So we'll have that up and running hopefully tomorrow. So tune in. Thanks everybody for watching.